What's good, YouTube? The one I am in 6 back with another installment of the Unofficial Guide to Yu-Gi-Oh! Today we're covering Synchro Summon, and what better deck to do it with is with Blackwing. Blackwings is one of the decks that really popular. They're still popular now, and they're very synchro-centric. I believe the deck should be played still synchro, but in order to stay fast in this metagame, I understand that you have to incorporate exceeds. I do not, but then again, I mainly play for fun. So that's why I tend to keep it pure synchro. So anyway, Blackwing has its own effects, and I'm just going to show you the different ways you can exceed something with Blackwings, but also just showing you some of the exceed monsters. So we're just going to go standard. Alright, so a good way to get a level 5 out with Blackwings is you would attack something with Shura, which will search your deck for a value. Value is a card that states that it can't be used for a single material monster, but with Shura, when it brings out a Blackwing, it negates the effect, so it negates that condition from value. So then you're able to sync for 6 or 5. And how you do it is 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. So you add their levels up. So 1 and 4 is 5. You synchro them up, and you get Allied Justice Catastrophe. These would go to graveyard. If also for Blackwings, you could also go for Graham the Shining Star. It has no requirements, so you'll be able to get out, and then it has an effect that will let you special summon from your hand a level 4 or lower non-tuner Blackwing monster from your hand, but its effect's negated. So that can always be a choice. So we're just going up from 5 to 8, just to showcase the different ones. A good 6 would be if you had, say, Shura in the graveyard. You could then summon Bora, which has an effect that states when this card can always spell summon when this card's normal summoned. You special one level 4 lower Blackwing monster from your graveyard in face of defense mode. So you can get Shura, then sync for 6. They would go to the graveyard, and then you could get out powerful cards like Goyo Guardian, who has no real requirement except for 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. And then you could use a tuner, say like you use a level 2 tuner, but you have 2 other level 2 monsters, perfectly fine. That's why it says 1 or more. It doesn't specify. Some cards will actually state you need to have 2 or more non-tuner monsters, and that's where stuff gets a little bit trickier. The other 6 that you can always summon in Blackwings is Blackwing Armwing. And Armwing is one of the Pacific synchro monsters I wanted to showcase, where it has a Pacific cation. You must use 1 Blackwing tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. So the fact that it states you need a Blackwing tuner means that you can only really get it out with that. And then there's other ways to make 6. One of the cards I'm going to show you is Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, and you can actually combo Gale off with another powerful card in Blackwings called Kalute, and then synchro 6 and be able to get this. Or the most recent Blackwing synchro monster that everyone loves to play, Nodding of the Starlight. So anyway, moving on. So we covered 5, covered 6, now 7. Yes, 7. Say for some reason you want to summon Gale, you can special summon Bora. I just wanted to show off Bora, I'm not gonna lie. And then you could sync for 7, because Gale is the tuner, Bora is the non-tuner. And then you can get power cards out like Dark Strike Fighter, where once a turn, you can tribute a monster and inflict a level to your opponent 200 times its level. So if you tribute Dark Strike Fighter, it'll do 14 points of damage to their life points. Or, just again, another example of a condition synchro monster, Blackwing Armor Master. 1 Blackwing tuner, 1 non-tuner. Now, the final 8 that I will show, I'm only showing one example because the level 8 Blackwing synchro monster is not ideal to summon. So when your opponent controls a monster, you could actually normal summon Sirocco the Dawn. Very powerful Blackwing. If you're interested in the Blackwing deck style, I might be doing an unofficial guide to Blackwings sometime in the future. So you summon Sirocco when your opponent has something, And then you could special Gale, since you control Blackwing. And then with Gale, he actually has a good effect where you can half your opponent's attack points on a monster. And then you sync for 8. And then you can get out Powerhouse cards if the opponent runs a high-level summoning monster deck, Crimson Blader. And then, they can't do nothing. They can't, normal or special summon level 5 or higher monsters during the next turn when this card destroys the monster by battle. So, yeah. That's synchroing in a nutshell. You can always look up the rules. You can always look up different effects. Remember, you have to meet the requirements. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. After synchroing is Exceed. You should see this before you see the Exceed. And then after Exceed will be the newest game mechanic, which I'll cover thoroughly in that. So, anyway, guys, this is 1 only minute with 6. There's always a mood mate. Until next time, later.